Hey, it's your girl Jazzy coming at you with another video. Feel free to hit the like, share, subscribe. Scratch that. No sharing. This is just between me and you. Okay. Okay. So here we go. I was just laying here listening to or watching some videos on some Jazzy Life reaction videos, and train wrecks inspired me. Who is also one of my favorites. Is typically is Summertime with Kels, Annie B, Love Life, Lace Fronts, TMR, and Trainwrecks, Shabby Life, and I think it was another one. Anyway, it just came to me because I just did a video, but I deleted it and I wanted to restart. I was just thinking about. So the title of this video is gonna be Jazz, Jazz and Chris, our homeboys. And basically, with that, um, the reason why myself and a lot of others have come to that conclusion is because, first of all, there's a numerous amount of things. But first of all, ever since Jazz, you and your homeboy have been together, somebody said y'all been out on one date. Bitch, I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen nan date. I ain't seen not a movie, not a burger, not a fry, not a McDonald's, bitch, not a Burger King. I mean, you can't get the nigga to take you to Burger King or McDonald's, bitch. Not a Dairy Queen for some ice cream, just the two of y'all. I mean, he can't pay a babysitter, bitch. He can't, um, shit. That's bad enough. Yeah, I ain't had no candlelight dinner at the house. Um, he fake gave you some flowers that you paid for, and you filmed it, reenacted it, and filmed it. Um, did you write the script? I mean, cause bitch, you ain't too good at that. You need to write some more scripts and come up with some more fake ideas or something. But Jazz, we want to know why y'all act like y'all homeboys, sis. I done heard y'all call each other bruh. Um, you called him that time he poured that water on you. You cussed him out. He was MF this, that, and the third. First of all, I don't play like that. Second of all, I ain't never cussing a man out like that. Um, Third and first of all, again, I don't deal with scrubs. So, what's your definition of a scrub? That's what I want to know. First and foremost. A scrub is a guy that makes it fine as oh. I'm sorry. Yo, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, y'all. I shouldn't even be doing this shit. First of all, can you give us a definition of your definition of a scrub? Because my definition of a scrub is a man with no job, no money, no house, no car. He don't pay his child support if he got kids. And basically that's it. Um, so I mean, cause bitch, it don't have nothing to do with him. I mean, he could have been in prison, came home, been in a halfway house, and so on and so forth. Everybody get a chance to rehabilitate themselves, but it's been a whole year, bitch. Where is the rehabilitation? Where is the I want to see some receipts, like Whitney Houston said. Where is my gift? My reinsert Whitney Houston. I want to see some receipts. Now I got the app. I just don't really know how to edit, so y'all gotta bear with me. I will give Jazz and Liv they credit for learning how to edit though, cause I still gotta figure that shit out. But that wasn't my thing, so. And I ain't saying I ain't smart enough to do it. I'm gonna figure that shit out. But anyway, off topic, back on track. What the fuck was I saying? Scrub. What's the definition of a scrub? Oh yeah. So not the fact that he in a halfway house. It wasn't the fact that I mean, okay, so he went to jail, or prison. He went to a halfway house. From a halfway house, he was probably in somebody's basement or garage, and then he came straight to your house with you and your babies. Okay. I got a cousin who did 15 years in prison, came home, went to the halfway house. Um, he struggled to get, he still had, actually, because he had moved out, he was out of town, he lived out of town. By the time he came home, he still had a couple people that was fucking with him. That's how you know, that's how, that's how, somebody is official when they come home 15 motherfucking years later, bitch, and they still got people that's not blood relatives, as friends, that's still down. You know what I'm saying? So he was able. First, he stayed in a little apartment upstairs, little piece of apartment upstairs, and then he moved somewhere else. He got him a little. When did he get a car? He had a little. Where did he move after that? I forgot. I can't think. Where did he go? I can't remember where he went right after that. And then he just was hustling. He's actually a barber. He's a master barber. Um, he was going from shop to shop, cutting hair, establishing clients, and all this and that shit, and so on and so forth. Till he, 10 years later, he engaged, he got a fiance, a baby. They live in a house. He had a house where he had fixed up the whole basement and turned it into a barbershop, and then they moved, and he's I guess he remodeling the house again, remodeling the new house or whatever he's doing. I haven't talked to him in a minute actually. But I say that to say, yeah, a former prisoner can have a lot of potential if that's what they want to do. But it's gonna be rare. It's gonna be few. It's gonna be few and far in between. You gotta really dig through them. You know, dig through them bushes to find that one. My cousin just happened to be, you know what I'm saying, that dude. Now I got some family members who, go to prison and they ain't about shit. So I'm sure you can relate to that. But I'm just saying, Jazz. um, it's no excuse that, you got a felony and you went to prison. It may take some time. It's gonna take more time and patience. Um, but it can be done. Be very clear. If you got a goal and you got God on your side, the way y'all be sitting up there acting like y'all Bishop and Miss TD Jakes. Cause his ass show be sitting up there acting like he preaching. And so you can do anything. So like I was saying, you can do anything that you put your mind to and put in God's hands. He will always make a way. You know what I'm saying? That's not even that's nothing. That's like a handing a piece of candy to a baby when it comes to that, and and God. Um so again, like I said, it's no excuse for him to be sitting up in that house not working 60 hours a week. The only time you should see him is with his back towards y'all going out the damn door. But you too busy sitting up there lying, talking about lying, talking about he working, girl. I just don't understand what people like y'all. What y'all think y'all gonna do 10 years from now? I mean, we know he gonna be somewhere up under some other chick in 10 years, and you'll probably, you'll be doing the same thing with a new nigga, of course, because y'all bitches just cannot live without a man. Y'all, it's like y'all can't function unless y'all got somebody up under y'all up under your titty or something. Shit, I don't understand. Whatever. I don't understand. I mean, I don't give a damn. You, Christy, Liv, whoever the fuck else. If I got little girls in the house, baby, unless you my husband and you asked to marry me, and I done ran your credit report, ran your did a background check, talked to your family. Other than that, you ain't coming nowhere near my daughters. My daughters, let alone my sons, because we know they get touched too. But you know, this ain't about Chrissy, but you know, I still ain't with that shit. But that's y'all shit. You know what I mean? I still want to understand what a scrub is to y'all, and what's a chicken head. Because a chicken head to me is somebody who don't work, lay around and have a bunch of kids, and sit on welfare. So, um, yeah, you get a little check from YouTube, whatever, whatever. You ain't totally self-sufficient though, getting food stamps. I'm just saying, you know. Um, then it just came to me how, years ago, actually, about what? That's not 10, 12. About 10 years ago, when I had to move out of subsidized housing because I was making too much money, I really struggled with that because I'm like, well, what am I gonna do if I don't have, if what if I don't work these many hours? What if I just thinking of all kinds of shit that could go wrong in my head, being super negative, only to find out that, bitch, I did the damn thing. I worked a lot, up to 60 hours a week at times, and more sometimes, especially if I was getting ready to go out of town. One time I worked damn near like 10 days straight, bitch, because we was going, we had a little family reunion because my dad was the first sibling to pass, and we went to Florida. I paid round trip tickets for me, my daughter, my son. Um, got a rental car, paid for the hotel. When I got there, my uncle didn't. He hadn't paid for his room, so I paid for his room. My sister gave me the money back. Had spending money. Um, I made sure my rent, my car note, my car insurance, lights, gas, cable, everything was paid before I left. When I come back, when I go out of town and come back, I don't come back to disaster, bitch. That's not what I do. The fuck? I know bitches that don't pay bills to go out of town. But no. I bought new shit, clothes, sneakers. Um I think my daughter was working too, so that helped. Um, you know, but still, all that shit was on me. And I couldn't imagine having two more to do it for. Cause it wouldn't have happened. We wouldn't be going nowhere. We'd be stuck in the house, just like you and yours. Ain't never going nowhere. Just at home. We can't see past the corner because mama too busy wanting to lay up and fuck. And, it's just sad that, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not saying kids supposed to have everything at all times that they want. They definitely should have their needs. They definitely shouldn't go to school and run over fake Uggs, Jasmine. They definitely should keep their hair nice and neat, especially when you're a stay-at-home mother. Um, but yeah, I struggled with letting go of the system, which I mean is kind of to be expected, but in a way it's kind of pathetic. But because I was working, I'm fully functioning adult. I went from being a CNA to a nurse, but it was like I had that safety net. But once I let that safety net go, bitch, I got to hauling ass, working 60 some 50, 60 hours a week. I said, the hell with that. I lived up in that nursing home. Um, on top of having to support my daughter with cheer, drill, softball, all the activities she was involved in. Prime or well, before prom, she had the school dances, the Sweet 16 I paid. We rented out a hotel, what you call it, a hotel lobby place thing, a hotel suite thing. Or no, the hotel, what do you call it? The A hall in the hotel. Me and her best friend mother went half on that. We had a DJ, we had security. We pay for our own security on top of their security. We have food, which they didn't eat. A DJ, fucking their outfits. I think they what did we I think we sent them in a party bus. And then party buses was the thing. So whenever they kind of, on a weekend when she turned, when she was like 15, 16, I want to get a party bus with my friend. I'm like, okay. Um, then prom, both proms, I helped her with that. She was a big help because she worked, but I made sure that her grades was up to par because you're not gonna work and your grades suffer. Like that's unnecessary. I wouldn't be a mother if I allowed her to, you know, just work and be neglectful in school. So y'all got all that shit coming up. I mean, of course they won't be able to do everything just because of so many other kids, because of all other kids. Um, you know, so and then the graduation, and we went out to dinner and birthdays and holidays and Lord, I wish I would be sitting on here begging, talking about somebody help me buy some gifts for my children. I'm not saying I'm above it. I'm not saying, anybody that might need a little help, because I try to help people as much as I can. Um, I was watching something the other day or earlier, where the $50 was brought up, and that just came to my and now that I'm thinking about, because Love Lives and Lace Fronts made a good point about borrowing $50, and how if you're a mother of, just in general, or just in of so many children, you should have a stash. If you ever watch Everybody Hates Chris, Rochelle kept a stash of money on the side. And if you can't even afford to put money on the side for a rainy day, bitch, you got problems. You got more problems than getting knocked up and having another damn baby. Um, I ain't gonna say I found $300 in the top cabinet not too long ago. Then it was another 50 sitting up there. I was like, where is this money coming from? I asked my daughter, I was like, did you put 300? I think was it 300, 600? I think it was like 300. I said, did you put that money up there? She was like, what money? I said, oh, never mind. She was like, yeah, I put it up there. I said, no, you did. Because I was so confused. I wanted to shout all up. I wanted to shout all up and down the house. I'm like, $300. Anyway, I said that to say because I have a relative and she's come to me for money a couple of times. And, I'm of the belief that I don't loan money, um, especially if I have it. And if you come to me, and it may be your first time, or maybe it's been a couple years, and you say, "Cause I need $200," I give it to you. I don't. I'm not. I'm not that. What you call it? Attached to money like that. Even though I like to go places, I like to do things, I like to buy stuff. I'm real um carefree when it comes to money. Um, like I said, I got a savings, I got my 403b, I got my little, retirement plan or whatever. So if you come to me and ask me for $200, more than likely I'm just gonna give it to you. I think I loaned one of my cousins, like $300. And she asked me to borrow it, and I think I I didn't tell her she could keep it, but what I won't do is fall out with you over money. So with that being said, you take that $300, but you bet not ever ask me. You can't not ever ask me for nothing ever again. Understood? Okay. If you ask to borrow it, um, and especially if you don't acknowledge. Listen, I know I told you I borrowed some money. I was having trouble. You don't even attempt to pay me back. I don't mind giving it to you if and that's the thing. I should have just said, here, I'm giving it to you. You know. But my point is, I'm not gonna fall out with you about no money. That's just stupid to me. I don't care about. I care more about you than I care about the money. Is the point I'm trying to make. I know it's late, so I don't know if I'm making a whole lot of sense. But so yeah. But that whole $50 thing, that was a trip because Bitch, $50. What is that? A pair of lashes? What you get your lashes done for $50? Your feet? You can get a pedicure. Like you can't really do no damage with $50. And that's the type of money that you really should have um stashed away somewhere. So I don't know what the hell. I just don't know. I don't know. Um Hopefully they have life insurance policies between Jazz Lib and even Chrissy. God forbid, with everything that's going on. I hate to hear that the kids got stuck. They don't get anything. They might get Social Security because of their age. But when a lot of these younger people die and they don't have policies and that's how I go with the GoFundMe. So God forbid, because there's too many kids to be leaving alone. But anyway, off the death topic, even though it's a real topic. Um, what else was I saying in my other video? Yeah, so back to the romance and he don't grab her ass or titty, he don't bite her on the butt. Chris, where is your romantical side, bro? Bruh? I mean, shit. Um, and you think about like what kind of example do these girls, these mothers, what are they setting for their daughters? Like Jazz, I mean, of course, Jazz not really thinking. She don't give a fuck. Jazz living in the moment. She like, bitch, I just gotta get through this moment. I only care about what's going on with me and my man. And as long as I got my man, I don't care about what y'all talking about because I got my man. And Chris gotta go to work at his invisible job and get his invisible benefits. So, but I just when jazz girls get older and they bring a Philip home, what you gonna say, Jazz? Seriously, what you gonna say, girl? You gonna say, "Oh, girl, listen." You gonna be like, "This Jazz advice." Well, you just gotta take what you could get because that's all you can get. So, that's sad. It's sad, but usually the cycle repeats itself unless and until somebody says enough is enough, and you have to be really strong um and really want better for yourself to say, okay, I'm gonna do things different. I saw my mom was dependent on a man, or just had to have a man, couldn't be alone, you know, um, took what she could get. She didn't show me that she deserved anything better. So that's all I know. Um, and Aiden, Lord have mercy. I mean, the statistics of black boys and single moms is so horrific and so it's so beyond dismal. I mean, the if she's not going to implement or try to encourage him to read, she ain't doing that now. I mean, you might as well start writing the prison letters already. Like, what does she expect is going to happen with these kids when they get older? I feel in my spirit that Kaylin is going to be a teenage mom. That's just what I'm getting from her. I love me some Kaylin and I love me some Maya, but I really feel in my heart that Kaylin gonna have a baby. I ain't trying to speak it to existence. Um, that's for her mother to prevent. But what I'm saying is, I see Kaylin pregnant before 18. Um, it's just something about her that don't sit well with me. I mean, it's not gonna be the end of the world, of course, but yeah. And besides, with a mother like Jasmine, honestly and truthfully, as painful as it is to think about, there's really no, you know, it's I mean, unless of course by some miracle and some intervention, an epiphany in the name of Jesus that Jasmine may have, you know, it's just gonna be another just more baby making baby mamas and baby daddies. Um, I've been having little talks with my son that you wouldn't even think that you would have to have. And I had those uncomfortable conversations and you know, somebody like Jazz, it's not going to be she's not going to first of all, she's not in tune with the news enough. Like I don't trust me, I hate hearing about all the bad stuff going on in the news. But bitch, I have to keep abreast of what's going on in the world so that I'm not just totally oblivious to what's going on. So being that I have a preteen son, I talk to him about different things. I talk to him about um homosexuality in the media and how it's portrayed and how does he feel about women dressing as men and men dressing as women, um things of that nature, and I give my opinion and my belief, um but ultimately, above everything else, I let him, um I'm I make sure that he knows that at the end of the day, we're all humans and we all deserve respect. Don't put your hands on nobody unless you're defending yourself. And that's just the net of it, okay? Um, so I don't want to get too deep into that. But at the end of the day, I promote to my son that a human being is a human being and they deserve respect, at the basic level. Now, the rest of it you got to earn. But at the basic level, you need to treat people as human beings. But anyway, um, then, I talked to him about um manners, of course, and one day we were me and my cousin We both took our sons out because they're a year apart, 12 and 13. And we went out to we went to Fridays. And I was talking to them about, because my cousin was in a whole other world. And I was talking to them about going out with a young lady and how to pull out a chair or and open the door, because I don't enter a building unless and until my son opened the door for me. Period. And that's something that will probably go over Jazz's head. That's not something that she would understand. Because I'm sure Chris don't do that for them. But I don't know, he might. That's probably the least that he could do. But will she teach her son that? I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I don't go in a building without my son opening the door. So there's that. And then I taught them, because I learned this from a boyfriend, that a woman does not walk on the outside of the sidewalk. And so when I told them that, my nephew goes, well, what am I supposed to? Am I supposed to get hit by the car first? It was just the way he said it. But at the end of the day, I teach my son that you are supposed to be a provider, a protector, and what was the other P word? It's not a P word. Provider, protector, and a prophet. So yeah, I teach him that, and I explain to him that you have to be careful, how you interact with females, because they can be a little tricky. And so I have all kinds of conversations. We talk about politics. you know we talked about the shot, whether he wants the shot. He said he doesn't want the shot. I'm not forcing it on him. um I encourage him to have his own mind to a certain extent. So he picks out his own clothes sometimes, because he likes to wear wrinkly t-shirts. My mother called me. She's like, "He gets on my nerves wearing these wrinkly t-shirts." And I buy button down and polo shirts. So he managed to get a few t-shirts in there, and then he just won't wear no, he he don't want to wear nothing else. But I be trying to dress him, and I always said since he was little, like, I want to dress. And probably before I had him, I was like, I want to dress my son like a little square, little button down khaki, you know, that type of thing. So, um, but he ain't that dude. He is not that boy. He just, jeans, sneakers, shirt, pullover, polo. I mean, a hoodie. He ain't trying to dress up at all. So, but anyway, and then, since he's in seventh grade now. He's taking German. He goes to a very good, public school, suburban public school. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not. If he had to go to a city school, I would have to figure something else out. Um, so now that he's taking German, even when I'm at work and stuff, I'm like, You gotta write those German words out so many times. Send me a text. He tried to send me a text today from yesterday. I said, I don't know who you think you're fooling. I said, but you got the wrong one. I said, and so he resent me. He sent me the shot that he actually the new uh paper that he did today instead of yesterday because I knew he was trying to be slick. And so yeah, but kids will definitely try you. I just don't think I could with 4 kids be as good of a mother to my kids and try to be in a situation with another baby on the way. No commitment to marriage in sight. So, I mean, eh, yeah, he can leave if you're married, but bitch, at least whatever. And on that note, I think I said everything I was thinking of at the time. Now, once I get off here, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I should have said this, I should have said that. Um, oh, but wait, I gotta let me go back to the homeboys and the romanticism. I mean, it's just like it's like there is nothing, there's nothing between them. Nothing between them but space and opportunity. And a baby that, poor baby that's coming into this world with, hips before he even born. Coming into this world with hips as a daddy. Child, you can't make this shit up. Um, I'm glad to know that she, far as I know, just from looking at the title of her videos and thumbnail, that the kids are still getting some type of therapy, I guess. Child. And the sad thing about it is, if she wasn't shamed into it, she wouldn't be fucking doing it. And it's just like, ma'am, I don't know. I just don't have that much time and attention for that many kids. So, and I was just too selfish. Like, I don't want to share and split my money with. First of all, my kids are 12 years apart. Let's just get that out the way. My kids are 12 years apart. I had my first at 17, which I was totally out of my mind. But, it is what it is. And then 12 years later, I'm just like, okay, I wanted this and I'm gonna get it, and this is what I want, and I'm gonna have me a boy. For whatever reason, I'm having a boy. That's just what it is. And I talked to God about it, and he said okay. So, but anyway, so yeah, for the first 12 years it was just and me and my girl, and we just was doing us, and it was just us or whatever. And so yeah, when the boy came along, you know, oh shit, it wasn't like, she wasn't at that point I had went to nursing school. I had been a nurse like 2 years before I had my son. And that's like and granted, people and figure out what they want to do in different stages in life. But I did work with a girl who had like 5, 6 kids, and she was like, "Oh, I'm going to nursing school." Like, bitch, you wait till 5 or 6 kids to go to nursing school? Anyway, whatever. Anyway, so I was already a nurse 2 years before I had my son. So when I had him, it wasn't like she had to suffer or lose out on a lot of shit because I had him, you know. Plus his dad and everything was in the picture. So I mean, and like I said, I threw her. She had a sweet. She had birthday parties. She had, you know, different things she did with her friends, and the eighth grade graduations, the eighth grade dances. I mean, it was so many dances. Every time I turned around, it was a dance. Um, you know, or whatever. And and like I said, she, you know, sweet 16. I don't think I did nothing for her 18th birthday, really. Did we go? I think we went out to eat or something. Oh, she might have went out of town for her 18th birthday. I don't remember. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going back and forth between the money I spent on my kids. I couldn't imagine having two more, three more, you know, and not being able to do what I want to do. Bitch, I'm out of here. I'm on a plane. I done been to the Dominican, the Bahamas, the here, the there, all over the place. And here it is, Jasmine, her kids, shit, they ain't been out of the damn state. You know, which is sad because I was having a conversation, matter of fact, I think it was me and my homeboy a long time ago, and then me and my daughter was talking about this too, about how, dudes that live in the hood, be in the hood and stuff like that, or even females, you grow up in the hood and you never really experience anything other than the hood. And if that's all you don't know nothing else. But what you might see on TV and or this, flexing for the gram and shit. So you go out and you scheme, scam, sell dope, whatever, instead of working hard to get what you want. But the fact that I don't know that I don't know, Cheryl encouraged Jasmine to, before she had all these kids to, well, she didn't half raise her. I know they said that and all that, but it just seems like, I know a lot of us, we think for ourselves and, we decide in our mind, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to tolerate this. I'm not going to go here. I'm not going to do this or that. I want to be able to do this or that someday, so I'm not going to have, X amount of kids. I'm not going to have kids before I get married. I'm not going to have kids, period. I'm going to, I'm going to be in a nice, stable relationship before I have kids. Or I'm going to be a single mom and I don't want a man. I don't know. Shit, whatever. But it just seems to me like, I guess it's just sad to me that people like Jasmine or Liv, they don't think beyond, you know, beyond the end of the street corner. You don't think beyond. I mean, yeah, granted, Liv been in Texas and Cali, and now she live in Florida, but she ain't been on a real vacation that I'm aware of, anyway. Um, and Jazz damn sure ain't been on no vacation, so once I really started to see that it was more out there, because I was never well traveled. I didn't grow up like, going, I didn't grow up going a lot of places. But once my girlfriend reached out to me like, yo, you want to go? Let's go to Vegas. Let's go to Atlanta. Let's go here and there, whatever. And the more that I saw that it wasn't as expensive as I thought it was, and if you plan, you know, you could just about go anywhere you want. But if you don't ever think like that, then you just gonna be in your hood, up under your man, with your babies. And honey, hey, when I saw that they went to when that Miami game, I could have swore they went to Vegas. I had no idea what the fuck was going on. I just assumed that the bitches that went to Vegas. I didn't know they was all in Texas. I was like, oh, that's nice. They went to Vegas, girl. Boo. Jazz couldn't go to Vegas if she fucking got a free ticket. Cause she gotta find a babysitter. She gotta shit. You give me a free ticket, bitch. I'm coming because I'm gonna have all I gotta do is get my hotel, get me a rent a car, and have my spending money. And if I needed a babysitter, I could get me a babysitter. If I needed one, but shit, he 12 now and my daughter grown. So between my daughter, my mother, and his daddy, I don't need no babysitter. Jazz will have to find a babysitter. She gotta have money for food, for the hotel, for this, for that. Child. Mm-mm. No ma'am, no ma'am. That's why I like when other content creators, they be flexing for real, but these bitches be like, you're a peasant. You hate on me. You are a hater. Oh, okay. I'm hating, but I just jumped on a plane and went to Atlanta, in August. So, okay. All right. I'm a hater. I'll be that. Anyway, y'all, hit the like, share, subscribe. Don't share. Just between me and you. Um, and I will see you soon. Peace.